What's up, guys? Barcode here, and today we're looking at the Giants 2026 record prediction. All right, right off the bat, I do have them taking an L here. I do think the Cowboys should be the much better team. I think Dak Prescott is obviously better than Jackson Dart. I'm not sure what to make of Harbaugh's first year here with the Giants. And Scotabo being injured, I don't know how he's going to look week one. So the Cowboys should be a much better team. Their defense should be better. So I do have the Cowboys winning that one, with the Giants starting off 0-1. I definitely have the Giants losing to the Rams. I think the Rams are going to be one of the best teams this year. They're just stacked. So unless they come out the gate with a massive injury bug, the Rams should easily take that one. The Titans I feel like could be on the upswing this year. Cam Ward, I think, should look pretty good. I'm not sure how much I trust the Titans defense or the overall roster, but I do, I don't know. I'm going to give the Giants an L here, or I'm sorry, a W here. The Titans I think should be better this year, but I'm not sure how much better they're going to be. So I don't really like either team here, but I am going to give the Giants a win, but I could see this one totally being an L, depending on how the Titans look starting out the gate. The Cardinals, I'm still not sure what to make of their quarterback situation. I'm assuming Jacoby Brissett will still be starting by week 4, and they do have some decent pieces in McBride and some decent pieces on defense. I don't know how Love is going to look with his ankle injury already, so we'll have to see there. But I'm going to lean Cardinals. I'm going to give them a W, but I could see this going either way. I don't think the Cardinals are going to be very good this year, but they are my second favorite team, so I'm going to give them the edge. Whoops, so that should be an L actually. Yeah, I can see this going either way, but I'm going to give the Cardinals the win there and Giants with an L. At Commanders, I don't think this is going to be they're going to be very good either. I already did my record prediction for them, and I had them going 4-13, so that tells you that. But I do believe I have them splitting. I'm going to give them an L at the Commanders, just because the Commanders are at home, and then I'll give the Commanders... I'll give them a win here against the Commanders when the Giants are at home. I can see either team sweeping, but I don't know. I just think both teams are not going to be great this year, so I'll just split them, and that's what I'm going with. The Saints. The Saints, I think, should be a better team this year with Shaq over there. And I just think the Saints... I don't know. I think the Saints might surprise a lot of people. I know some people had them on the upswing last year, and they finished not very strong, but I do think the Saints are going to be a pretty decent team. I'm not going to call them great, but I will give the Giants an L here just because I don't trust the Giants overall. The Texans, this should be an L. The Texans defense is crazy good. I don't know what to make of CJ Stroud. He could end up losing in this game, but on paper, the Texans should absolutely win that game. They got their bye. At the Eagles, I do have the Eagles winning that. I do think the Eagles should be an overall better team with a different offensive coordinator. I think Kevin Pattillo was terrible last year, and that offense was absolutely garbage. I don't know how they're going to look without A.J. Brown. As a Patriots fan, I'm glad that he's on our team now, so I don't know what to make of that. We'll just see if Devontae Smith can go ahead and pick up the slack there. But, yeah, I do have... Oops, sorry. I have the I have the Giants losing here. My God. Mixing up all the NFC East teams here. Yeah, so they should lose that. I do have them losing to the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars should still be a good team. I don't know if they're going to be, 13-4 like they were last year, but the Jaguars should still be a good team under Cohen, and Trevor Lawrence should still be playing pretty well this year, I expect. So the Giants should lose that. The Colts is a toss-up. I don't know if we're getting which Colts team is going to show up here this year, and we'll see if Jonathan Taylor is still looking good by this point. But I'm going to give... I'm not sure what to make of Daniel Jones over there. You know what? I'm gonna give the Giants an L here. Maybe Daniel Jones gets his revenge on the Giants. I can't remember if they played the Giants last year when he was on with his first year on the Colts, but I'm gonna give the Giants an L here. Just a feeling. I don't know. I could see the Giants winning that game, but I'm gonna give the Colts here. The 49ers. This should be an L for the Giants in my opinion. 49ers. I think they're just an overall better team, and Kyle Shanahan. I think he just has a better record as of late over Harbaugh. So yeah, as long as the 49ers aren't just an injured mess by then, I do have the 49ers winning that game and handing the Giants an L. The Giants should lose to the Seahawks. The Seahawks obviously won the Super Bowl last year. They should be one of the best teams going into this year again, I believe. So this should be an L for the Giants. Against the Browns. Ooh, the Browns quarterback situation so far in the preseason has been absolutely terrible. Deshaun Watson is garbage. Shedeur Sanders is also garbage. So I'm going to give the Giants a W here. And the Browns now, their defense without Myles Garrett, I don't know what they're going to look like. So I have them beating the Browns just because the Browns are terrible. The Lions. The Lions got hit with injury last year, and then they just fell apart. And even when they were kind of healthy, they just seemed terrible and a mess overall. I do think the Lions should be a bit better this year than they were last year. And because I don't trust the Giants overall yet, I'm going to give them an L here to the Lions. By week 16, if the Lions are looking pretty mediocre all season, I could see the Giants winning this game. But as of right now, I'm going to give the edge to the Lions. Cowboys, I do think Cowboys should overall be a better team. Still, even late in the season, unless somehow they're like really good record-wise and are resting their starters. I have the Giants losing here. And then if the Eagles are not resting their starters yet by now, which I'm not sure they're going to be good enough to be resting starters at this point. Maybe they are. But I do still have the Giants losing this. So, as you can see, I didn't have a whole lot of faith in the Giants this year. Yeah. I only have them, 3 wins? Whew. I don't know if they're going to be quite that terrible, but yeah. I got them going 3-14. It's always hard giving a record prediction that bad. I'm probably going to be way off. They're probably going to win at least 6 or 7, if I had to guess. But going by each game, this is kind of how I feel. So yeah, I got the Giants going 3-14. You guys can laugh at me in the comments, tell me how wrong I am. Let me know which games you might have flipped. Maybe you got them splitting with the Eagles. Maybe you haven't won in one of these games, pulling off an upset. I think if they beat the Seahawks, that would be an upset. So I don't think I have them there. But, maybe they take one against the 49ers, depending on how they look. They could maybe beat the Jaguars. But as of right now, going through these games is just how I'm feeling. So I got the Giants going 3-14. Let me know what you guys think. Later.